Today I fucked up by taking my partner to see 2001, A Space Odyssey. Last week I took my partner to see 2001. We were both very excited to finally see this amazing film in an actual theater. A little while before the intermission, I look over at her to see she is asleep. She's out cold and looks very comfy. What neither of us had considered was the fact that every night she listens to spaceship sounds, brown noise to fall asleep, and stay asleep. And after the film moves to the Discovery, there is pretty much constant spaceship sounds, engine noise in the background. Needless to say, she was out like a light. I did wake her up, and we both enjoyed the rest of the movie, which I highly recommend seeing in theater if you get the chance. TLDR, if you sleep with spaceship brown noise, 2001 is going to knock you TF out. I went on a date in college in 1979 and fell asleep to this movie. Isn't the brown noise the mythical note that makes you shit yourself? Glad to hear space stuff helps others sleep as well. I sleep every night with videos about space. I'm on team partner. This might be the most overrated film of all time. You don't need to listen to spaceship noises for sleep to fall asleep to this boring movie. I enjoy the movie, and it takes me 3 nights to watch. Today I fucked up by joking about drugs with an old person. Technically happened last night. I, 48 male, went to Costco, and in my haul was a pack of their generic equivalent of Dayquil and NyQuil. There were lines at the man checkouts, but not the self-scanners, so I used one of those. I had a pleasant basic conversation with the older woman, 6570F, working that area as who came over and scanned the large items in my cart. I scanned all my items and hit the finished button when an error message popped up. One item required age verification. I was surprised because I didn't buy any alcohol. The old lady came over to approve it, didn't card me by the way. And when I asked, she picked up and showed me the NyQuil pack. Then this happened. Me. Okay, thanks, that makes sense. Her. It's because people figured out how to get high off of it. Me. Oh, that sounds fun. I said it very cheerfully, in a way that was clearly joking. However, she was having none of that, immediately went to my checkout screen to remove that item, and said, "You can't buy this." Me. Why not? I was joking. Her, getting loud and very angrily. That is not something you joke about. She walked off with my NyQuil. I took the dumb L, paid, and got out of there. Too long, did not read. Old boomer ladies at Costco do not like when you joke about drugs. Old boomer here. That old coot was out of line. She did not go to Woodstock. Boomer here. I remember when NyQuil was 25% alcohol. We used to buy it after the bars closed, lol. She's not even right. It's literally the alcohol content that makes the ID check required. People don't get high off NyQuil, they get high off codeine. Well, now you learn to not bother talking to Costco workers. Not all is lost. You only play nice with the sample PPL. Bro doesn't make enough money to be policing like that, but boomer's gonna boom IGXD. Nah, the real foo here is buying anything with phenylephrine HCl as the active ingredient for nasal congestion. It's been proven that it's no more effective than a placebo. You want pseudoephedrine, which is behind the pharmacy counter. You don't need a prescription, but you do need to show your ID, because people make drugs out of it. Today I fucked up, got my second strike at work. About 2 months ago I started a really good job in tech. My boss is really cool, and I really enjoy that I'm learning a field I'm interested in. The problem is, my entire life I've had sleep issues. I had many warnings at my previous jobs for showing up between 5 and 10 minutes late. I'm not lazy. I'm not out partying all night. I go to bed between 9 and 10. I don't want to sleep in so much, and I go to bed on time. My father suffers the same issue. He's woken up late to work most of his life, and I see I've inherited his genetics. I bought a second alarm clock that doesn't do voice shut off, and have changed my wake-up time from 7 a.m. to 5 a.m. because I can't lose this job. Too long, did not read. Probably suffer from sleep apnea because I can't wake up in the morning and am afraid I'll get fired. Jesus, dude. Go see a doctor. Get yourself assessed sleep apnea, and if that's the case, get a CPAP machine. Change your life. If you are only 5 to 10 minutes late, start showing up for work 30 minutes early. And absolutely get assessed for a sleep disorder. You work in tech, and you get formal reprimands for being 10 minutes late. Second strike? Yikes. Can you be early? The only real big boy tech job I've ever worked where arrival and departure times were even remarked upon was a big, really old company with time punches since forever. And we had a _2 hour time frame _ during which we could punch in the morning. Of course, that doesn't work if you need to work as a team to prep food or greet clients when the front door opens. But you said tech. There are plenty of things you could and should do to try to improve your sleep. Quality sleep is important, and it can have a significant short and long-term impact on your health. But if I'm being honest, I don't see the link between it and trying to get up 2 hours early just to make sure you get into work 5-10 minutes sooner. Besides all the other good advice, get yourself a good old-fashioned alarm clock. Place it across the room. Do not place it near the bed, where you might be inclined to disable it in a half-awakened state. And make sure it's loud enough that it can still wake you up from there.